Very good morning to everyone. Welcome to Synergy Markets week ahead video. The sole purpose of this video is simply to look at the week ahead. We're looking for trade opportunities for next week that fit the methodology. And, it's very much like following on from the previous week. You start to see how the patterns emerge. What we're ultimately looking for is identifying where we are in a market cycle, what's coming up for us, which direction we should be trading in for each pair that we look at. And we're really looking for high probability trades. So before we undertake all of this, customary risk warning. First of all, trading is risky, in particular with leverage and CFDs. Second of all, these trade signals offer you zero protection if you were to complain to the ombudsman or seek compensation. The main reason is you have to understand that these are not personally recommended to you. So, for example, if you've got no money and you've taken out a loan and you're looking to make millions trading these trade signals and you lose the money and then you default on your loan, can't complain. All right, so just make sure you understand that. So let's start. Now, this thing in front of you here is not a 1 minute chart, it's a 1 week chart on stellar lumens. So I've banged on about stellar, oh God, too many times in the past. Don't get me wrong, it's been a pig. We had this flurry of activity in November, fell back. I should have bought more here. I didn't. I've got tons of it anyway, but it's just amazing to see this. It's such a pretty picture. It obviously is building up momentum. Look at the last time we had tiny gaps in price, tiny gap in price, boom, tiny gap in price. What are we expecting? I'm fully expecting it to get up to here. You won't be hearing from me ever again if we get up to here because I don't need to work again. That's how exciting crypto can be if you pick the right project. But Stellar Lumens, absolutely going berserk. Ultimately, if you can think about a project that digitally converts a currency to another asset or same currency and is able to transfer it people to people, phone to phone, this is what it's about. So if you wanted to send someone money in the remotest part of the world, obviously they'd have Starlink. You can transfer them money. They can then go and withdraw it somewhere. You can convert gold to money, gold to other currencies. It's just an incredible piece of kit. So stunning moves. If we have a look on the daily, it's even more aggressive. It's just straight rise from this sort of quiet area. And we're anticipating this trend line. So it's going to be a very exciting experience. But let's just get on with the actual main focus of the video, and that's to go through these pairs. So 1 second. Start with AUD CAD. So AUD CAD looks like a load of mess on the screen, but in fact, the diagonal lines are called harmonic swings. So we've got this harmonic swing here, this harmonic swing here, and we came close, so this big sell-off, we came close. I can, first of all, I'm not trading this because it's not pretty. I can see two clear pushes down. Is he going to give us a third? This is still lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Start to make higher high and higher low within that, but there's just not enough there for me to even bother looking at it, so I'm going to pass. ADCHF. ADCHF is quite complicated. This pattern here, this blue pattern is what I'm always trying to follow. So on the way up, we can see a 1, a 2, and a 3. And on the way down, we can see a 1. At one point, this was the 2, and then the 3. That's absolutely perfect as well. But these 3 hits to the bottom then became a head, shoulder, head, and we came off. And now I can see 1 push, 2 pushes, and I do anticipate a third push lower down to here. So I'm not trading this one long. I'm just not getting involved with it. It's just not pretty enough. AUDNZD. AUDNZD, we did call this move. We saw 1, 2, 3, W kind of, and then we just started to push again. Now, I anticipate this to keep bleeding lower, but we are now completing an A, B equals CD pattern up here into a Gartley. I'm not really going to you can see that that is exactly where we were. So you've got one, two, this is the low, and now we've got a big one, and we're anticipating the two to show up. We've obviously gone past the two. The previous two was here. This can't be a one, and this a two. So difficult one to really know, but I'm just going to pass on that because there's nothing for me. This is the one that is, you know, challenging the narrative, but the narrative is too strong to hide away from this. This is one of the complete patterns ever. So one, two, three up, one, two, and we're anticipating this third lower. So we're at the opportune moment for that to happen. We need to start seeing lower lows and lower highs form, and at the minute, this is obviously the control point. Anything below here is over. But yeah, just back to the highs, nothing to do. Been pretty quiet as well. Okay, let's have a look here. Bitcoin continuing to ramp. I had this as a one, a two. This was the previous high, gave us a low, and now is now continuing. So it means it's making a bigger pattern. Check the monthly. It's making its big final last push, in my opinion. What that means for other cryptos, I don't know. But just, you know, it's all here. You've got one consolidation, two consolidations, and however you count this, one, two, three, or one, two, three. One thing's for sure, we've got 3 months of rise, 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. This surely is the last high. I mean, if alt season, when I say alt season, alternative coin season, such as non-mainstream, you know, if Bitcoin can sell off and the liquidity goes from Bitcoin into some of the smaller projects, you'll see Stellar and things continue to push. So very interesting. Moving on. Let's get back onto the things that are high probability. So I'm not going to look at everything. I don't look at everything. I only look for ones where there's a clear pattern going on. So the way the market evolves, we originally had this 1-2 peak. Now I have changed my stance as the pattern does evolve, and this whole red zone is consolidation one, and then we got consolidation two, and it's now actually become quite interesting because we're trading off the 50, having reset the pattern. So we will be looking for longs again on this guy. 1, 2, trap false. That would just be anticipating this guy around there. Now, EuroCAD is another beast of an opportunity. If we have a look on the daily pattern is pretty clear. You've got level 1, level 2, and it's already on its way. So it probably will come back and test this high before pushing on, but a great framework to work on. Not touching Euro, CHF, GBP, or JPY. I don't trade JPY pairs. They just move too much. Euro NZD, similar kettle of fish. We originally had this 1, 2, but now I see it differently. I see as the pattern evolves, what we thought was the original first zone because of where it is in the EMAs is actually just a form of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows to make up consolidation one. So I do see higher prices. Obviously, we've matched the previous peak to peak. This really could be a peak, but the way I'm seeing it and the EMA overlay is suggesting me higher. Nice cup of Earl Grey tea. Now, Euro USD, let's have a look at you. Euro USD has completed its big ABCD pattern. We traded all of this, guys. We were trading here where the X's are. So we've completed the harmonic swing, ABCD. I always look for those for my targets. There could be another push, one push, two pushes. Perhaps it's going to give us a third. But we did very well on this guy. This is a top pattern. We've got it around here as well for the second time, and we can definitely see 1, 2, 3 to the high. After 3, I'm not interested anymore. GBP AUD, wow, massive suffering. Rolled right over where perhaps you wouldn't expect it to. This one looks like it's threatening downside. This one looks clear in the definition of a 1, and a 2 and a peak. Obviously, we'll keep an eye on that. AUD could be pretty strong at the moment. Now, GBP CAD is another top pattern. We've got level 1, level 2, push 1, push 2. We're anticipating that third still. Not there yet. GBP CHF, a bit of a basket case. Lows of level 1 consolidation. My issue is this previous level 2, we haven't gotten above there. So ultimately, it's a lower high. But the whole accumulation, distribution going on here, it was difficult to keep tabs on. I don't like it, so pass. GBP USD. GBP USD, we sold short last week. It's a fantastic setup. I did actually pull it after being down 45 pips, and then it went on to be up 100 nearly. Well, when we got back to break even, I pulled that one. But the methodology was consistent. Thought process was very consistent. So we knew where we were at the top end of this ABCD here. We knew that this ABCD here had completed, and price is now broken above and come back to retest it. So we know that price has to engage again. But having seen this 1, 2, 3, and 4, I believe that's going to come off. I do anticipate US dollar strength this week, and I am anticipating getting into the dollar basket again. We'll go over that trade, but this was a top trade last week for anyone who held on to it. Moving on into DCAD, complete and utter basket case, but nice structure. Still the lows of level 1 consolidation, and we anticipate higher prices. NZD USD, similar kettle of fish to AUD USD. We've got level 1, we have level 2. We're anticipating lower prices. We haven't engaged with the previous ascending trend line retest, but price should start following us lower. Okay, let's have a look at Ripple. Ripple's trying to make a big push. It's doing a big Gartley at the minute. That's a Gartley pattern to sell. Gold, just beast. And silver was a top trade for us last week as well. Absolutely top. Mad trade. And super proud that we spotted it. Got our members in. What did we spot? Exactly. So we saw that this structure was taking shape. This consolidation, and we just saw that it needed to give a 3. And we took that. That's a really fulfilling trade. It helped me with all my funded accounts. I'm sure it helped you guys too, because I know you do use it. But the internals were clear. We had a change and a break, and then you had to have a look around here for entry signs. For me, the entry sign was this railway track candle off the 50. Once I saw that and close above, the story gets more likely that it's going to happen. Stellar. We touched on Stellar, haven't we? Yeah, at the very beginning. Basically on steroids. Absolute steroid move. Even if this comes back and retests down here, it's making good progress. And there's your monthly move. That's a big old move. Moving on. Indices making all-time highs again. You can see the pattern in the S&P here. 1, 2, 3. This is like really hitting top levels. Level 1, level 2. This is a monthly chart, guys. Not a jokey chart. Nasdaq's going to be the same. This is level 1. This is level 2. 1, 2, 3. Make a push. So that could be push 1, and it's just going to continue to push. By what I can see here. USD CAD looking like a good setup now. We sent this long a while ago, and it's actually one of my longer term holds. Any close above here I'm in for next week, so it's quite exciting to know that. I've sent this to you guys already, so you're buried in the price action. Prices are higher, but I'm looking for this again next week. And Wall Street, just to round it up, Wall Street is suggesting to me another all-time high picture at the top. And there we have it. So folks, listen, that's the week ahead. There are some clear-cut setups awaiting us. For any of you that are interested in methodology and want to find out more, please message me at Synergy Signals. I also have a sister group called Melon's Trade, where members of the trade signal group because we don't have active conversation in the trade signals. It's just one way from me because as a regulated company, you have to play the book differently. But I do have a sister channel, Melon's Trade, where many of those traders sit in the group and we trade and discuss ideas each day. Interested in joining that, please do message me again or seek the website at www.melonstrade.com. You can download a free ebook on market cycles. And other than that, folks, have a really good Sunday, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Cheers.